Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody here this evening and those of our listening audience. Before we get started, on behalf of the board, I would like to extend a happy birthday wish to Miss Jessie Gaw. She's the aunt of Barbara O'Brien, and today she is 100 years old.
Ooh, happy birthday.
Next item, first item on our agenda is minutes of September 1st, regular and executive sessions. Mr. Yule.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the September 1, 2009 regular session minutes as written.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Yule, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Executive session minutes?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the September 1st, 2009 executive session minutes as written.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Yule, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Correspondence, pass your yellow sheets down. Anyone here for public comment? Next item is to sign the bond anticipation notes. Marianne? What's our,
Someone stole our podium.
Oh, nice. Yep, in the middle.
Marianne, you have the
Hi,
floor.
Marianne.
These are the bonds that we're renewing for 1 year. We're doing bands for 1 year. We've got an interest rate of 1.0656. They'll come due next September. Our rating stayed the same at A1. Our overall debt burden is 1.8%. The average annual growth of North Reading from 2003 to 2009 is 7.4. That was some of the key statistics for us to get the rating that we got.
Questions? Board members?
Mary, can you explain those two percentages?
That was just some key statistics that we had a conference call with myself, the town administrator, and the finance director, and with the questions that they had asked us.
What's the 1.8%?
That's our overall debt burden on the debt that we have right now.
Versus
In
the,
In relation to,
I just think in general, that's what our debt is, 1.8%.
1.8% of our total
total revenue?
tax levy.
That's
I
what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
In relation to. Well, if
I'll-
you could find out, if you don't know, you
I'll
can
find
find
out
out.
and let you know.
And the other percentage was 7 point,
4%.
likewise with that.
Okay. That was for annual average growth from 2003 to 2009.
I gather that, based on our Moody's rating, this is a pretty good interest rate.
Yes, it is. If that's for a permanent one, it was about 4% right now for 20 years.
And the items that we're bonding are temporary, the turf field, Blunt Memorial Library, that's the work that's being done on the outside of the building right now.
Yes.
Senior center van, the school security system. How many years is that? Didn't we
The
approve
school
that?
security,
Yeah.
this is another phase.
Oh,
We're
this
in
is-
one phase.
Okay. Cemetery Phase 3 was recently approved. Department equipment, asbestos abatement, that was recently approved. Town road improvements, that was what we voted at the April town meeting. And lakeside water treatment plant filters. Okay, any questions? And, it's around $7.5 million, which was the bat shelter state money is going to just wipe out that ban?
Yes, we'll pay that off.
And there's some residual left over, and that's going to be used against the permanent bonding over the balance of the...
I believe it is, yes. I can double check with Tony.
Over... Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
Would that, in effect, reduce tax bills as a result?
Yes. It would reduce the amount of money that was paid for the ban interest on the $7.5 million that we've been paying for the past, how many years has it been, Joe? 3, 4? Any other questions?
It'll exclude the amount that was allowed to go over Proposition 2.5. So, the debt exclusion, the principal and interest payments are outside of Proposition 2.5. What this leftover money will do, will bring that back down. So it will reduce the tax burden for the taxpayer.
Thank you, Joe.
That's a quick question. Am I supposed to have an attachment with this for signature? Because I only have a...
You just have the motion?
I just have the motion.
Yeah,
I have the
yeah, we have
bottom
a-
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you'll
Okay,
be
that's
signing
what-
it, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
No, I
You'll be
just,
signing all
I'm
the
looking
time.
here and I'm saying to myself, okay.
Actually, Joe, what are you doing here?
There's a lot of signing.
Usually
I
you don't
usually
make
don't
these.
make that one.
Your timing's usually better.
Okay, any other questions for Mary Ann? Okay, Mr. Yule.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the sale of $2,888,075 bond anticipation notes at a rate of 1.0656% dated September 8th, 2009, and due September 18th, 2010, payable to Eastern Bank.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Yule, seconded by Mr. O'Leary. Any more discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous?
Thank you, Mary.
So you have to sign that.
Why don't we just hold off and we'll use that as fill-in
Okay.
as we wait for the 8 o'clock hour. Anyone here from RMLD? Well, we had it for 7:15, 7:20, so we'll wait. Forest Committee update, Mr. Rowe.
This will be a minority report. I'm the chairman, but the rest of my committee is not here.
Were they expected?
I don't know. I did have contact from one of them today and said he was gonna try to make it, but I don't honestly know, so.
Mr. Vino?
Yeah, if I may, I'm sorry, Mr. O. I did catch part of an email that they were expecting this at 7:30. So,
We can wait until 7:30, it's not a problem.
Okay?
We got a lot of time to burn at 8 o'clock.
let me clarify that, though. It did not say they would be here, but I think, well, it is.
It is on for 7:30.
Yeah, it is on for
Okay.
7:30, so I think some of them members may think that.
All right, well, we're gonna jump right to old and new business.
Want me to start?
I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Delaney.
Great, excellent. Just a couple of things. As we all know, we all received an email communication a couple weeks ago from a resident at Equestrian Drive regarding a streetlight that was out. I thought as a result of our last meeting, there was a decision made that that light was to be turned back on. As of the end of last week, the light was still yet to be turned back on. So
I would hope that not much further needs to be done other than call to RMLD to turn it on.
They'll be here tonight.
I'm surprised it's taken
Yeah, the
2
wrong,
weeks to do so.
Maybe our acting town administrator can flick the switch.
Okay, that'd be nice.
Mr. Rowe.
Running light is here.
I asked if they were here a minute ago.
It just
Walked in.
Oh, he just walked in, okay. Thank you, Dana. All right, why don't we go back to RMLD?
Sounds good.
Gentleman from RMLD. Horizon Plan 915 on Juniper Road. 916 on Fluff Ave.
Good.
Brian Smith from Running Light. First one, was to relocate pole 3 Juniper Road, right in the middle of the residence driveway. So we'd like to locate that approximately 25 feet westerly from its existing location, which is located 134 feet westerly from pole 4 Juniper Road, in the Maple Street center line on the southerly side of Juniper Road.
And the reason for moving it?
Right in the middle of the guy's driveway.
I was contacted by the owner of the property the other day. He wasn't able to be here this evening, but expressed profound interest in the matter, as he has a difficult time maneuvering around this pole and not backing into it.
This has been like that?
Is
for a
this
long
It's
time?
been like that. These people have lived there now a couple of years,
Mhm.
new residents, and the other people never did much about it.
Never cared.
And didn't use the driveway as much. And there's a garage right there. Never used it too much. So, but the location is not very good. So they would appreciate the ability of Reading Light to Verizon to move the pole.
Let me see it.
Obviously, moving it's a good idea, but something had to come there first. Either the driveway was there first and RMLD put the pole there, or the pole was there and they put the driveway there. It kind of begs the question, how the heck something like that could happen? So I know you can't speak for the town, but for RMLD, I mean,
The pole that's there has been there for, I don't know the exact year, but a significantly long time. Which was there first, I couldn't tell. I could go back in the records and look to see when the pole was originally set and that type of stuff. But
it just seems like such a bizarre thing that it'd be right in the middle of a driveway, and none of our departments have even addressed that. I'm surprised, you know,
Yeah, but it
even if they
doesn't-
don't complain.
Yeah, the residents haven't complained up to this point, but,
Yeah. Did they just purchase this house
Yeah,
with,
within the last couple
with
of
their own private pole?
yeah, with no driveway pole. No,
Okay.
it's like an obstacle
It
course.
just seems, I mean, if you're sitting out in the audience and you're saying, well, how the heck do you wind up with a power pole in the middle of someone's driveway? It doesn't sound like that really makes too much sense, but obviously it has to be moved.
Any other questions? Anybody, any abutters?
No, again, I was asked to speak on behalf of the owners.